Hey everyone, I wanted to come on and move my list out of the way. You don't need to see that. I wanted to come on and show you guys something that happened by accident. This was, that's my desk here, because I'm really trying to get it to where you can focus on what I'm doing. I don't know. I can't really get things situated. Whatever. This happened by accident. It happened last Friday. I was tea staining paper. And, well, I got a magazine in the mail, and it is from Fingerhut. I was like, I wonder if I can make it look vintage. So, there we go. That might be alright. Anyway, so I stuck this magazine in this tea stained, this bucket that I was staining in, and I wasn't for sure how it was going to turn out, but I took it out. It was like falling apart, or at least I thought it was going to, so I put it on this big long cutting board and wrapped it in receiving blankets that I use for tea dyeing. I'll get into that in another video. And I was like, crap, I need to get supper done, so I stuck it on top of the fridge. Well, I forgot about it, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this is going to be moldy and gross, but I'm really surprised in how it turned out. Let me show you how this thing looks. So here it is. Look at, I mean, I really like the way this looks. And you know Fingerhut comes all glossy and stuff. This isn't. This is like a paper magazine look. I love the way it looks. I love the way it feels. It's not your normal magazine. This is like paper. Listen to that. It is paper. So I am impressed, really. And I thought this would be great for journals. Of course, you know, everybody uses magazines for journals. But I tried to age it, and I think it looks kind of aged. You know, because you don't get these kind of magazines anymore. And I thought I could cut this out, and it would take ink a lot better. Way better than it would have if it was still all glossy and stuff. So I'm trying to find an image here. Let's take this one. Give me scissors, and I'll show you what I mean. So we're gonna cut this little bedspread out. Okay. So we're gonna move that magazine. I thought this would just be another way to build your stash without spending a lot of money, and a way to use up these magazines, you know, a different kind of way. So I have some Stampin' Up! Ink. This is soft suede. It comes in our paper pumpkin kits, and my dauber. And I am just going to just ink around the edges. I'm sorry about my lighting. It sucks back here now. I took my light in the front room, so I have it when I craft in there. So now I need to get a light back here. So, but I think you can see fairly well. But I will fix the lighting. So, I mean, it takes the ink, so excuse me, it's so much better than it would if it was all glossy. You know, it just looks a lot better. And I'm gonna use this yellow in a project. I don't do yellow much, but I'm going to do a project consisting of yellow. And no, Chrissy, if you watch this, it's not for you. It's not for you. She'll probably take it anyway. So that looks really vintage for being a magazine and something new. Like, I got this last week. Then I'm going to take the edge of my scissors and I'm just going to run it down the side and kind of rough it up a little bit, distress it. So this is another way you can distress. For those of you that don't know, which I'm sure a lot of you do, you can use an X-Acto knife, you can use your scissors, file, whatever you got, and just run it along the edge there. You don't, I mean, if you take some nicks out, whatever. I mean, I've done that with another project I did, and I was like, oh well, I don't care. It just adds character. So yeah, I was really scared this was gonna be all moldy and gross, but when I unwrapped it, I was like shocked because it's a paper, it's not glossy, and I'm like, that would be awesome to cut these out and, you know, do some ephemera with it. And the thing that I love about it is it's going to take ink so much better, a lot better than if it was in its original state. So, and then I'm just going to do a little bit more inking since I've kind of tore the edges a little bit. I am so happy I did this. I'm so happy that it turned out absolutely different than what I thought it was going to. It just looks really flippin' cool. So there it is. There is a way to make a vintage ephemera using your magazines just by sticking them in some tea, letting it sit there for a while. I'm looking for my black, and I don't know what I did with it. I just had it. Honestly, I just had it. Is it under the stove? I don't know where my black went. I seriously just used it, and now it's gone. No, it ain't. Okay. And then I'm going to take my Memento, and I'm just going to run it down the edge, the edging of this. And I think the black just kind of makes it pop a little bit and defines it. That's me. It's what I like. I think it looks cool. But I've been, you know, really just experimenting with some new things since I have been in my new craft room. See how that looks now with the black going around it? It just looks more defined, more old, I think. So there you go, guys. I hope you liked this. I hope that inspired you guys to try this. But yeah, that's just like, I wished I had another one of these to show you, but anybody that's gotten, like, that looks old, you know, with that fading out like that, you know, I'm sure you guys have seen these magazines. Ooh, that's got Paris on it. Yeah, that's got Eiffel Towers on it. That's cool. So, I don't know. I hope it inspires you to revisit magazines if you've stepped away from it. Do something a little new, something different with it. And it's just another way to make ephemera and make it look old. So, anyway, I thank you guys for being here. I hope you enjoyed this. If you do this, share it with me. The link to my group is down below, Craftinistas. If you can imagine it, you can create it. I hope you all have a great day. And I'm going to leave you guys, like I always do, with a goodbye, a God bless, and I'll see you again soon.